You're sitting at your desk, alone. No coworkers chatting by the water cooler. No meetings that could have been emails. No forced small talk about someone's weekend. Just you, your work, and complete silence. And people ask, don't you get lonely? And the truth is, you don't. Not even a little. In fact, you've never been more productive, more focused, or more at peace. But the world keeps telling you something's wrong with that. That you need to collaborate. That you need a team. That working alone means you're antisocial or afraid of people. But what if the opposite is true? What if choosing to work alone is one of the smartest decisions you've ever made? By the end of this video, you'll see exactly which of the 4 types you are. And trust me, the last one will make you realize you've been more self-aware than most people ever get. If you work alone and love it, or if you're thinking about making that shift, subscribe. We explore the psychology that actually explains you. Let's start with the first type. The one who tried the office life and realized it was slowly killing them. You gave it years, maybe decades. You showed up. You played the game. You sat through endless meetings where nothing got decided. You smiled through office politics. You pretended to care about team-building exercises and company culture. But the whole time, something inside you was screaming, "This isn't it. This isn't how I'm supposed to work." Every interruption drained you. Every forced conversation pulled you out of flow. Every time someone needed just a quick minute, it cost you 30. And you started noticing something. The work you actually cared about, the work that mattered, only happened before everyone arrived or after everyone left. The only time you felt alive at work was when you were alone. Psychologically, this is called environmental mismatch. Your brain is wired for deep focus, but the environment demands constant social performance, and that's not sustainable. Studies show that people who require deep concentration, like writers, designers, programmers, analysts, they perform significantly worse in collaborative environments, not because they can't work with others, because the constant stimulation fragments their attention, and fragmented attention kills quality. So you left, or you restructured. And people thought you were crazy. They said you'd regret it, that you'd miss the camaraderie, that you'd get lonely. But you didn't. You got better. Your work improved, your stress dropped, your creativity returned, because you finally gave yourself what you always needed: space, silence, sovereignty over your own time. And that's not antisocial, that's self-awareness. Then there's the second type. The ones who work alone because they're protecting their vision. You're not avoiding people. You're avoiding compromise. You've been in enough collaborative projects to know how it goes. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone wants input. And by the time the project is done, it's not yours anymore. It's a watered-down version of what it could have been. A compromise. A committee decision. Safe. Mediocre. Forgettable. You tried collaboration, you really did. But every time you let someone else in, the work shifted. Not because their ideas were bad, but because the purity of your vision got diluted. And you realized something powerful. Some work is meant to be done alone, not because you're selfish, but because certain things require a singular voice, a singular focus, a singular commitment that collaboration can't match. Psychologically, this is called creative ownership. And it's why most groundbreaking work, the kind that actually changes things, comes from individuals, not committees. Because when you work alone, you don't have to explain every decision. You don't have to justify your instincts. You don't have to get approval to take risks. You just create. And that freedom? It's worth every moment of solitude. People will call you controlling. They'll say you don't play well with others. But what they don't understand is this. You're not afraid of collaboration. You're just unwilling to sacrifice quality for the illusion of teamwork. Because you've learned that sometimes the best team is just you, fully committed, fully responsible, fully alive. Now the third type. These are the people who work alone because they can't stand workplace toxicity. And I'm not talking about the occasional bad day. I'm talking about environments where drama is the culture, where gossip is the currency, where people spend more time talking about work than actually working. where your success makes you a target and your failure makes you entertainment. You were good at your job, really good. But being good wasn't enough. You also had to manage egos, navigate politics, play nice with people who smiled to your face and undermined you behind your back. And every day you came home exhausted, not from the work, from the people, from the performance, from having to guard yourself constantly because trust was a liability. Psychologically, this is called relational fatigue, and it's one of the main reasons high performers leave corporate environments. Because the energy required to manage workplace relationships often exceeds the energy required to actually do the work. And when that happens, when the social cost becomes greater than the professional reward, the smart move is to leave. Not because you failed, because you finally prioritized your mental health over a paycheck. So you went solo. And people asked, "But don't you miss the team?" And you wanted to laugh. Because there was no team. There were co-workers. There were people you worked near. But a team has your back. A team celebrates your wins without jealousy. A team doesn't make you feel like you have to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. And that's not what you had. So you built something better. You built a work life where the only toxicity you deal with is the kind you can control, which is none. And finally, the fourth type. The ones who work alone because they realized something profound. They don't just prefer working alone. They prefer being alone. Period. It's not about the work. It's about the peace, the control, the sovereignty over their own energy, time, and space. They're not avoiding collaboration. They're avoiding people. And not because they hate people, but because most people drain them. And they finally learn to protect their energy like it's sacred. Because it is. These people are often called loners, antisocial, weird. But psychologically, they're exhibiting something called selective social investment. They're not incapable of connection. They're just extremely intentional about it. They know that their energy is finite, that every interaction costs something, and they'd rather spend that energy on work that matters, hobbies that fulfill them, or rare relationships that actually nourish them, than on forced socialization that leaves them empty. They don't feel lonely working alone because loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about being disconnected from yourself. And these people, they're more connected to themselves than most people ever get. They know what they need. They know what drains them. And they've structured their entire life around protecting their peace. And that's not sad. That's mastery. So maybe you work alone because you're productive that way. Or maybe you work alone because you're protecting your vision. Or maybe you work alone because you escape toxicity. Or maybe you work alone because you finally figured out that solitude isn't loneliness. It's freedom. And once you taste that freedom, you can never go back. Now tell me, which type are you? The one who escaped the office? The one protecting their vision? The one who left toxicity behind? Or the one who just loves being alone? Comment below. I'm curious which one resonates most. And if this video validated your choice to work solo, share it with someone who's still on the fence. Sometimes we need permission to choose ourselves. And this is it. Subscribe if you want more psychology that explains why you're different, not broken, just different. And that difference, it's your greatest strength.